What is up, YouTube? It's Grinch, and this is the third video of a 5-part series that I'm doing on some of the first ever Lego dinosaurs that we got way back in 2001. It has been more than 20 years since these Lego sets came out, so I thought it'd be fun to take a look back at each set and then, in a 5th part, rank them overall. Today we're going to take a closer look at the Mosasaurus set. As you can see, this is everything that is included in the set. The instructions are quite simple. It's one oversized double-sided sheet that includes a unique playmat style of print on the back, which is really cool, as well as on the front, just how to build the basic body of the dinosaur and then the 4 different variations that you can build from this set. It's definitely worth noting that you can only make one dinosaur at a time without buying 4 of these sets. So if you only have one set, you can only make one dinosaur, but let's take a look at all the combinations. Here's the main build on the front of the set, the Mostasaurus, and I actually think this is a really strong build. And if you were just looking at all the individual builds from the series versus the collection of the entire sets, I'd say this is one of the strongest, if not the strongest. And I think it actually stands up pretty well to today's time. However, as you can see, the Mosasaurus reuses those fin pieces that we saw in the Brachiosaurus set earlier, and it comes with this new unique jaw piece that's got a lot of printing on it, which looks really good. The torso also has some printing on it as well. But back to this jaw piece, you can see it's 2 pieces that are independent of each other that come together to form that jaw, and it looks really good in my opinion. The one thing that I'll call out here though is that it's definitely missing that eye printing, just like all the other ones, and I think eye printing would have been really good here in my opinion. But overall, Mosasaurus, really strong, good build. Up next is the Postosaurus. This supporting cast of the Mosasaurus set is really the weakest in my opinion from all the series. The Postosaurus just isn't right in my opinion, and the system is really limiting here. It reuses that Mosasaurus head obviously, which it really shouldn't. It should be so much smaller in size, and there should be more of a neck attached to the thorax. The arms are fine as well as the feet. You can see it uses shorter legs here. They took off the fins from the Mosasaurus obviously, but overall I'm not sure if you'd be able to identify what dinosaur this is without already knowing its name. Up next we have the Dimitrosaurus, and it suffers a similar fate as the last dinosaur that we saw, and you can really start to see the limitations with this style of system and this style of building. This is really that same build as that Postosaurus. It just doesn't use those feet, and then there's also a spine attached. I do think that overall this is the second strongest build in the set. The jaw isn't perfect. It's definitely that Mosasaurus jaw. They gotta reuse it in this system. So overall though, really good attempt. Second strongest, but pretty weak in my opinion. Lastly, we have the Iguanodon, which I was kind of surprised that this is the 3rd strongest build here. Again, I think the supporting cast though is quite weak overall. They added the Brachiosaurus head as well as a neck piece in here, but I still can't see this as anything other than a sauropod head. I actually think the feet here aren't necessary. I think this would have been better without the feet, but I think they're just trying to make it look different, and you know, that way it could also be standing on its feet and its arms, which would be a little bit more accurate in my opinion. But overall, you can see definitely a different dinosaur within the group of 4 here. Completely different neck and completely different head build, but just not a strong build on its own. For me, the shining point here, and it shines bright, is this Mosasaurus. It really stands on its own in this set, and there's not really any good other options to build here. However, I do think that the Mosasaurus is just great and good enough on its own to carry the set, which obviously Lego did as well. You win some and you lose some. Another thing I think is really cool is that the top of this container has studs on it, so you can use it as a stand. With the Mosasaur, it doesn't really apply because he just has to sit on it because he doesn't have any anti-studs on the bottom to stick studs to. However, for all the other dinosaurs, it definitely is a cool inclusion and a cool way to display these sets. Overall, I really enjoyed this set. I think it's, again, a great idea to have these 4-pack of dinosaurs. It allows you to customize the dinosaurs that you have and have some uniqueness and different builds and a reason to rebuild. However, for me, the system is definitely really holding the set back, and you get 1 really good build and 3 really bad builds. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and joining in the conversation in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in part 4.